People are mental. A cross-dresser walks into a room. Now that's not the start of a joke, that's the start of a very, very weird video. This is Putrid Sex Object. I guess you could call it, fetish movie. So, let's picture the scene. A cross-dresser, or a man dressed as a lady, is walking around a dark, abandoned house. It's not that far off of a horror film, and could be mistaken for a horror movie, as that's what the first minute of this clip entails. The background music is eerie and creepy. Almost as if you're going to be attacked by a sudden jump scare. Nothing of that regard happens, though. But what does happen is, by far, a lot worse. A cow's head shows up on screen. Skinned and bloody, the person proceeds to come into close contact with this cow's head, starting by kissing the tongue. Now they really like this tongue. I mean, they really like this tongue. And it definitely takes an even worse turn when the cross-dresser takes out their penis and begins to grind the cow head, covering themselves with the blood and the entrails in the process, and putting their penis inside the cow's eye socket. I'd call this video quite odd, very niche and very, very strange. So is this a shock video, or is it some kind of artistic experiment or project? So let's talk about this, because things may not be as they seem, or they might be. And just for this second, I'm not going to say, oh yeah, he had sex with a real cow head. There's a lot of opinions and comments regarding this video, including number 1, is it legal? Is what this person doing on camera considered a crime? Some say yes, as they consider it to be zoophilia, bestiality on an animal, as well as necrophilia on a dead animal. And also, is it fake? Is the cow's head that we see on screen purely just a fucked up conjuring of somebody's wild and wacky imagination? So the person in this video is called Thistle Harlequin. Their real name is Alexandro Guerrero. Now, aside from PSO, they were also in a couple of other things, including something called Llegas Tarde, some kind of Spanish porn thing, I imagine, as well as something called The Boys and Girls Guide to Getting Down. All 3 of these were filmed from 2006 to 2009. Now, unfortunately, Alexandro Guerrero, or Thistle Harlequin, did die in 2011, and there's not much knocking about them apart from an IMDb page and a couple of other things. Now, this short clip actually has a director called Matt McKay, and the music, the eerie, creepy music, is composed by a man named Eddie Nova. And so one thing I noticed about this short film is that it's actually on a website called Letterboxd. If you've never visited this site, I'm quite a frequent user of it as I watch a lot of movies. It's actually a movie review website for those of you who don't know and have never visited it before. Now, I'm unsure as to what the overall standard is for a movie to end up on Letterboxd, but as far as I was aware, there weren't any shock videos, as this can be considered, on this platform. I looked up things like One Man, One Jar, it wasn't there, and Two Girls, One Cup, which also wasn't there. But unfortunately what I did find on there, however, were things like MD Pope, which obviously isn't a movie like it claims to be, just a disgusting compilation, as we all know. And this obviously didn't help with trying to find out whether PSO was fake, as MD Pope uses a lot of clips which are in fact very real, as we've discussed in this video. Link down below. So let's also talk about the legality of this video. Now obviously you can legally view this video on the internet, and because this video was recorded in the United States, out of one of the many states that exists there, let's talk about the law within the United States regarding this particular video. Since 2010, it has been a federal offence in the state that this thing was made to distribute or create depictions of living non-human mammals, birds, reptiles and amphibians, in which they are subject to heavy body injury. So in essence, this act of him doing his dirty work with the skinned cowhead was in fact legal at the time of recording, and well, it still may be, considering the quote that I've just quoted was referring to living creatures, meaning that what they were doing at the time wasn't wrong. And I mean, it's still wrong morally, obviously, don't get me wrong, it's still pretty damn disgusting if this thing is real. So all in all, it wouldn't be impossible that this video was entirely real, being that it was recorded in 2006. Yeah, I really don't have anything else to say about this weird, strange video. There wasn't much to go on, so I'll leave you with that thought. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.